New airstrikes in the Middle East overnight, just as President Obama takes the stage at the United Nations. Jerika Duncan has more on the U.S.'s plea urging international leaders to join the fight against Islamic terrorists.
The president took center stage at the UN General Assembly. He addressed the annual gathering of more than 140 global leaders. His focus, the American-led airstrikes in Syria.
The terrorist group known as ISIL must be degraded and ultimately destroyed.
The airstrikes over Syria continued for a second day with attack, bomber, and fighter aircraft barrages against ISIS.
Collectively, we must take concrete steps to address the danger posed by religiously motivated fanatics and the trends that fuel their recruitment.
The Pentagon reports 5 airstrikes in 2 days, including ISIS staging areas in Abu Kamal on the eastern border with Iraq.
The only language understood by killers like this is the language of force. So the United States of America will work with a broad coalition to dismantle this network of death.
In addition, the president urged Iranian leaders to pursue peace without nuclear weapons, and he called on world leaders to reduce carbon emissions to help fight global warming.
That's how we can protect this planet for our children and our grandchildren.
Mr. Obama also addressed the Ebola health crisis and the unrest in the Ukraine. Jerika Duncan, CBS News, New York.
Back here, police are still searching for the man who shot and killed a 25-year-old last night. It happened in the Edge Hill neighborhood near 12th Avenue South. Police don't think the shooting was random, and that the two knew each other. The victim was rushed to Vanderbilt Medical Center where he was pronounced dead. Investigators have not released a suspect description. If you have any information, call Crime Stoppers at 74-CRIME. Friends and fans are saying goodbye this morning to Opry legend George Hamilton IV. This is a live look at the Ryman Auditorium where his public memorial service is just getting underway. He's perhaps best known for the hit song Abilene, but was a favorite performer on the Grand Ole Opry for decades after becoming a member in 1960. He was even on stage just a week before suffering a heart attack earlier this month. George Hamilton IV was 77 years old. Metro Schools Director Dr. Jesse Register announces this school year will be his last leading the district. The news came as a surprise to board members at last night's meeting. This means Dr. Register will still lead the district through the current school year. His contract ends June 30th, 2015. Dr. Register did not expand on the reasons for his decision. At this point, school board members can still ask him to stay, but did move to begin the search for his replacement. Right now, though, he has matters to attend to. Dr. Register is hosting another parent meeting to discuss plans and ideas for improving struggling schools in East Nashville. That meeting is today at Inglewood Elementary School. It gets started at 5 o'clock. The group Historic Nashville has put out its annual list of the 9 most vulnerable properties around. The Bel Air Mansion in Donaldson made this year's Nashville 9. It's for sale, and many worry about its future. Studio A on Music Row is also on that list, along with Printer's Alley. There's great concern about the fate of these high-profile buildings and preserving their rich history.
What do we want to keep? What do we want to preserve? And how can that contribute to our economic health as a city as well by keeping the things that make Nashville a special place?
You can find the complete list of properties that made this year's Nashville 9 online at our website, newschannel5.com. And finally, 2 unique pieces of television history are about to be for sale. Robin Williams' Mork and Mindy spacesuit is going up for auction, along with his one-of-a-kind egg-shaped costume as well. The items, which will be included in a Hollywood memorabilia auction next month, are expected to sell for at least $25,000. Nanu.